What is going on, Odd Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about a new application. An application that may or may not help you actually burn fat and lose weight. Now, I've had my history with Amazon and it isn't pretty, but this will be a very unbiased review as they have not sent me anything and I've only been able to read about what this device is going to do. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and break it down in this video. Alright, not going to bog you down with my jump rope, but if you want it, $16.50, top right hand corner of this video or down in the description box below. And of course, as always, thank you for your support. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, in a world of smart devices mixing with fitness and activity, it almost seems like they're all the same. And the one device that kind of stood out for me a little bit is this device here, Halo from Amazon, or Amazon Halo, or whatever it's called. Now keep in mind, they have not sent me a review device, nor have I contacted them, nor am I working with them, nor is this a sponsorship of any kind. I'm simply literally giving you the information that we have so far on this device. And looking at the device, there are interesting elements to it. It's tackling health and fitness, but health in a more broader sense of that word, and fitness all just bundled up together in this one app. And when I say health in a more broader term, I mean they even measure your tonality. So there's a microphone, and keep in mind it's a wristband, however, without any screen. It's just so that everything can be tallied and the data can be collected in the background without distracting you so you can live your normal life. But if you're communicating with someone or during the day you start using certain words, it'll start picking up on your tonality and tell you that in this instance you actually sounded bored, or you came off bored, or you came off standoffish, or you sounded overwhelmed or angry. This way it tackles your emotional health and tries to kind of balance you there so you can figure out if you actually are saying things that are negative in tone, or you have a more negative tone rather than a more positive tone, which can, lend itself to positive mental health. But the other very unique thing that they're tackling is fitness as well. It doesn't track your steps, it tracks the intensity of your workout. So if you're walking but you're going up a mountain, that will net you more points, and you win and gain points throughout this application. Now how that point system becomes applicable to a goal or something to that effect, I'm not 100% sure, but there is a points gain and points loss system. So if you're sedentary throughout the day, points will be lost. If you are active throughout the day, points will be gained. And if you do strenuous activity like going up a mountain or hiking a mountain as opposed to just walking normally, then you get more points for that. Now they are working with hundreds of different health, Mayo Clinic and the American Heart Association. So they have a lot of companies that are working with them in regards to this in terms of the data that it gives you, because it also has something called labs that tells you that personalizes what you should be doing for the day. Something very small, like if you're on your phone, walking while you're on your phone, like pacing, so you can create additional steps throughout the day. But it also has something interesting. And something that I think is good, although maybe not as accurate as they want you to believe. What it has is that it tracks your body fat percentage and focuses on that rather than focusing on weight, which is something that I always preach, because the weight is very, very misleading. There's so many elements that can dictate what you see on the scale. Now, the way it works is using your phone, it actually takes a picture of your entire body and creates a 3D model, and it's able to tell you your body fat percentage based off of that 3D model. And they say that it is 2 times more accurate than the biometric scanning that happens with the scale. And I can easily agree with that, as the biometric scanning is one of the worst. So if you have a scale that tells you your body fat percentage and you think that is telling you an accurate number, it is not. And this is more accurate simply because of the fact that it is giving you a visual representation of what your body looks like with your body fat on top of it. That way, even though they may not be accurate, or may not be as accurate as they say, you can still look at the differences visually. You can actually decipher for yourself from that 3D model if weight has been lost, simply from looking at that one and comparing it to the subsequent ones that you get after the fact. So if you did a scan 2 months ago and you look at a scan 2 months later and you compare it to that scan, you will see a difference visually. So that will definitely help you. But the most accurate thing you could do for body fat measurement is body fat calipers that are super cheap, and you can get them at home, and they're very, very small. So you don't technically have to get this app to do that, but the benefit of having this app is simply because everything is tidied up in a nice little bow and given to you in one device. It's cool that there's no screen to distract you. It's kind of like in the background. It's 100% waterproof and also lasts about 7 days on one charge. Considering that it doesn't have a screen to deal with, it's pretty easy that they can get it to a good distance like that, but 7 days straight without charging at all is pretty decent. So the 100 plus experts also help you create good habits, things with eating, things with what you do, physical activity, all of that is all put into one app. And the reason that I wanted to talk about the Amazon Halo is simply because of the uniqueness of that app. So I'm bringing this app to you guys' attention if you want to go ahead and purchase the Halo ring with the application. Now keep in mind that it is, I believe, early access is about $60 something, but the actual price will be $99.99 with a monthly fee of $3.99 to use all of those things. Now I think that that is horrible. They should just have a one charge and then you get the service, because I mean, just pick one. I mean, either it's free and you pay for the service, or you pay for the thing and it's free. I don't know, like, honestly, I think that the subscription model for something like this is probably going to be the killer for this being successful, but I could be wrong. Is it good? From what I've seen of it, from what I read, it is. It is actually a good thing, and it tackles something extra. It tackles emotional health, something that a lot of fitness, people or companies overlook. So that I think is a very, very good addition to the entire health spectrum. They're trying to kind of hit all of the health points, not just the physical health, but also the mental health. If you guys want to take a look at it, I'll put a link down in the description. I get no affiliations from this link, no kickback or anything, no commissions. So it's up to you if you want to take a look at it, if you want to go ahead and purchase it. Hopefully this video has helped you guys. And of course, as always, I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here.